It's time to reject the notion of being miserable at work. Why be miserable when you can be positive, upbeat, and optimistic? Well, in this video, I'm going to share simple ways people can stop being miserable with this simple mindset shift. But first, who am I and why should you listen to me? My name's Tyler and I run an employee wellbeing business called Loving Life. And part of my business involves delivering employee wellbeing workshops to help people live life better. And I'm going to share methods that I deliver to employees that companies pay big bucks for, and I'm giving it away in this video for free. Now, there are a range of reasons people are miserable at work, whether it's workload, poor management, colleague conflict, or other things. With the right methods, we can help to reduce these negative emotions. So let's start with the first method. Now, this first mindset shift is something that I use regularly and something that I have to keep reminding myself to use. And it works like a treat every time. Last month, a client asked me to travel up north to Stoke to deliver a range of employee wellbeing workshops. I often work with this client in London, but they have offices in Stoke and they wanted me to go up and give my magic to the employees up there. Now, if you can't tell by my accent, I'm from London, born and raised, and I currently live in London. And Stoke is not close. So I had to work out my travel options of getting there. I could get the train, but the hotel that I was staying at wasn't near the office. So I'd have to get a taxi from the hotel to the office. And then after a long day's work, I'd have to get a taxi to the train station and then the train back. And who knows if there'll be train delays. Or I could drive, and this would take the same amount of time. But I don't like driving long distances. But it would be easier to get to the office if I drove. And after delivering the workshops, I could just drive straight back without relying on the trains. So I decided to drive. Now, my initial mindset around driving was negative. I thought, I have to drive to Stoke. Nothing against Stoke. But I didn't want to drive to Stoke. 3 hours in the car? I could think of a million things that I could be more productive with using my time. But I used this mindset shift to help me look forward to driving. That's right, look forward. Because in fact, driving to Stoke wasn't something that I have to do. Driving to Stoke was something that I get to do. How lucky am I that I have the option to drive? That I have the ability to drive? The fact that I get to drive to Stoke is a blessing. And not only did I get to drive to Stoke, during my drive, I got to listen to podcasts. I don't often get the opportunity to listen to podcasts, but this drive gave me that opportunity. So now when I thought about the drive, instead of thinking how long it was going to take me, I started to think, what podcasts can I listen to? And this changed my mind from thinking about the thing that I have to do to the thing that I get to do. Now I was starting to look forward to it, thinking about the podcasts that I was going to listen to. Simply by changing my thought process of thinking about the thing that I have to do to the thing that I get to do made me feel more positive about the situation. Now, the drive was still something that I was going to do, but my mindset around the drive had now changed into a more positive outlook. And this simple mindset shift has helped me and hundreds of employees reframe their thoughts to be less miserable at work. But there's another method I use. So let's come on to the next point. How many of you have woken up and thought, I don't want to go to work today? Or perhaps you've heard friends or family or colleagues say something similar. You might have even said, I don't want to cook today, or I don't want to go to the gym today, or I don't want to tidy up. Whatever. There are lots of things that we say we don't want to do, but yet we still end up doing them. If we're going to do them anyway, why moan through it? Well, with this simple mindset shift, we can feel better about the things that we initially don't want to do. So let me show you how I apply this to my life. Being a business owner, there are many small and mundane tasks that I simply don't want to do. In fact, some of these tasks I hate doing. Wait, let me not say hate before my mum tells me off. But some of these tasks I dislike immensely. For example, I dislike creating and sending invoices. I have a software that makes the process as easy as possible, and it doesn't actually take that long, but it's still something that I don't like doing. But when I need to create and send invoices, with this simple mindset shift, I can make this activity more appealing. Because what are the benefits of sending an invoice? Well, it means I'm going to get paid, and I do want to be paid for my hard work. I do want to use that money to help grow my business. I do want to use that money to help support my family. So now, rather than think about the thing that I don't want to do, I'm thinking about the thing that I do want to do. I'm thinking about the benefit of the action that I initially didn't want to do. So how can you apply this to your life? You might wake up and think, I don't want to go to work. But what are the benefits of going to work? Well, of course, you get to earn a wage. You do want to see your office bestie, if you're lucky enough to have one. You do want to go to your favorite lunch spot. Equally, how else can you apply this in your life? You might not want to cook, but you do want to eat healthy. You do want to save money. You might not want to go to the gym, but you do want to feel strong and fit and sexy. This mindset shift helps you focus on the positives rather than the negatives. And workplaces that encourage a positive mindset can have more productive and happier working environments. And when it comes to cultivating a positive working environment, there's a secret hormone that can transform the workplace. To find out what that is, you need to watch this video here.